You know, he know how to score touchdowns. I think he scored, 29, 30 touchdowns last year. So the kid know how to find ways in the end zone. I mean, he'll help us on special teams. I mean, he's dynamic. You know, he reminds me a lot of JaJuan Sanders and, you know, Tavon somewhere up in between because he can do a lot of the same stuff they can do. You know, he's a kid probably got overlooked to a certain degree because his height. Everybody get caught up in stature. But we won a lot of games with little guys like him too. So he's a competitor, man. Kid know how to compete. He's tough. You know where you come from, and you know, and he loves football.
Which side of the ball does Matt Wolfley start?
Right now, we're gonna put him at fullback. He's gonna be on offense. You know, try to see if he can mold and be another Eli Wellman. You know, you got a need for that position. You know, we need to get another guy developed because Eli got one more year, and plus as much big sets we used the last few years, we need to bring other guys along.
He's scared to ask what you see out of Seafield right now, Seafield?
Well, it's hard to say till the kids get here. I mean, he's going to be a kid, you know, we'll get him here, get him reps, and see where he's at. You know, the one thing everybody knows here is we're not afraid to play freshmen. So if he can get in here and help us, we'll play him. You know, he's a kid that can help you so many ways. I mean, hell, he was all-state as a defensive back, you know, a couple years ago. I mean, hell, he played receiver, so he can do a lot of things for us. So it depends on what we need. You know, we got 3 pretty good guys coming back next year that all played good ball last year for us. So it's going to be hard to really crack the lineup, but we'll worry about that when we get here.
You have a lot of versatility in your running backs. I mean, is it almost too much? I mean, almost too many choices, rather, because you do have to settle on some way to go.
I think this year the whole plan, at least in my mind, was to get versatility guys. You know, because we know we got in Pettaway, we know we got in Crawford, which them guys going to probably stay in the backfield. But if Kennedy go down, you kind of limit some of the stuff you want to do because you don't want to have to put Pettaway in the slot and Crawford in the slot. You like to keep them back there. You like to keep Kennedy back there. So don't limit him. He's always got to be the guy in the slot. So I think with both of these guys got coming in, they can learn that dual role, which is going to help us better expand our offense even more.
You've had your nose in it for a long time. What are the challenges of recruiting so far?
I mean, it's about relationships. It's about that never changed, and it's about knowing which schools you're going to, who's going to get support, and then you got to know the whole background of a kid and who's behind because you got so many kids playing 707 where you got a whole set of guys who are coaching them. You got kids who go to a training center. We got a whole another set of guys to train. You know what I mean? And then it also depends on the parent, what type of parents they are. Are they strong parents? Are they parents willing to let their kids leave? If you fighting that early, it's a good chance that kid's not going to come. I don't care who you are. So I think it's understanding that, and I think recruiting certain schools. When you got certain schools who kids used to leaving, because the one thing I tell everybody, South Florida kids leave. Man, I left. I'm a South Florida kid. So I think, and you got to recruit those kids. You can't go in there late and try to establish a relationship and think you're going to flip a kid. So you got to know early who you want and who you target. And it's a group effort. You know, it ain't just JaJuan go recruit them guys. You need everybody to recruit them because I'm not going to coach all those guys. You know, I go anywhere and get a running back. It's same as different in all of those positions. You know, it's a team effort. You know, it ain't just about me down there. It's about relationships. You know, Blue got a good name down there, being from Miami. So he played for Ice Harris, head coach of Booker T. They got a good school over there. So it all depends. It still goes back to relationship and work. I mean, you got to outwork people because everybody down there.
Getting back to that.